we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The ball is teed up, and the Bison ready to kick it away and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Running inside, it's Dickey. Makes a man miss. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays. Just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Finds his man. It's Eakin.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gainer.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Floating away.
You're gotta be
And
kidding.
he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a crease, it's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Jump the gun.
Bro, what are we doing?
Got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hayes.
Oh,
And
what?
the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
It's because that's his control.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots.
He caught it. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Scott. Picks up the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The give to the tailback. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind it.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking for room. It's Dickey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the sticks.
Got a little grass.
Why is he inside of it?
Bust through behind his pad. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Somehow got the screen into
Fucking
that
hate
trap.
that screen for him.
And he
Should've sucked
never
it.
had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught behind the line. It's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wants to throw again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the route there.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who'd be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Hammond. With the catch, it's Eakin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. His defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. fields the punt, wants to make a play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Owls looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give is to Williams. Could be an alley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And as a defense, you just went, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage. An opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
To the air, it's Hammond.
Bro, what?
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this
That's an interception.
From the 6.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down.
Literally started running backwards because he knew it was an interception.
Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Off play action. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone.
Bro, what are you doing? The dude's right there. Oh my God, bro.
Head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
2nd down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Avoids pressure on the right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air, it's Hayes. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Myers. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using his legs, it's Mitchell. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. There's some room. Touchdown, North Dakota State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that's just putting it on your offensive line. You're third down, you're in that fringe area, you're just saying, we're probably going to run this ball twice. And we're okay doing that because we believe we can go get it. If we don't pick it up right here, we're going to stay on the field. But there was tremendous surge up front that time. Tons of movement at the line of scrimmage, and that paved the way for the long score.
And I think that's one of the things that's really hard to play defense nowadays. You know they have the fourth down and they want to go for it in their back pocket, so control the aggressiveness, but you have to tackle, you have to see it, come up and make the play. They don't do it, and he just runs straight into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. He's got it.
God, bro.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running inside. It's Dickey.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Joyner. Oh, what a move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receivers.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. What a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again.
You're such a faggot for playing D-line.
Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
Everyone who still plays D-line, or what, how bad they are, is literally a faggot.
The running back had absolutely no chance.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's complete to the right. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Might be changing the route. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Might have a chance. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Running the red zone. It's Mitchell. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
You have got to be fucking kidding me, bro.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Moving out to the right. Fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. There's not a chance where he's fucking knocking that out.
That's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
And he stops right there, no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to Joyner. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through
Game's so
with
fucking
clutch
good.
plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.